Explanation of the homepage of the Aqar 7 platform, and how to add and edit activities in the register. When you enter the Aqar 7 platform, the homepage will appear, allowing you to organize your property activities, including sales, purchases, sold properties, and other activities. To view detailed information about an activity, double-click on it, and all the details will be displayed in the window that appears. You can edit your activity information at any time by clicking the Edit button, making the necessary modifications. For example, change the property name to Apartment 15. Then click Submit to apply the changes. You can also search previous registrations based on any information listed in the activity, such as activity type, property type, property name, category, address, customer, owner, and other details, to facilitate the search process. You can also view your activity for a selected period or date by clicking the Select Time Period button. A detailed calendar will appear, along with a shortcut menu for additional options. After selecting your desired period or date, all your activity records for that time frame will be displayed here. You can also delete a specific activity from the records by clicking on it firstly, then click on the trash basket icon, then select Delete. You can also receive alerts for upcoming lease expirations by clicking the Alerts button, which will display the names of tenants whose lease expiration dates are approaching. You can view each tenant's information by double-clicking on them. To modify the notification period, click the Settings button. Then, select the number of days you want to receive a notification before the lease expiration date, then click the Update button. Now, let's explain how to add an activity to the records. First, click the Add New Row button. The fields marked with a red asterisk are mandatory and must be filled out, while the other fields are optional. Start by specifying the type of activity, which can be a sold or any other type. Next, specify the type of property, which can be an apartment, villa, house, land, or any other type. You can add any other types not listed by clicking the plus button, then selecting Add New Row and entering a new category, such as apartment building. Afterward, click Submit to save the changes. Next, return to the Property Type section to find the added category. You have two options: manually scroll through the list or type the name for an automatic search. Next, choose a name for the property, for example BB1. After that, choose a property category. After that, choose a property category from the pre-existing list or add a new category by following the previous method for adding a property type. You can add one or more categories, such as luxury property. The next step is to specify the property address, such as Constantine, Algeria. Then, select the customer by scrolling through the previous list or by typing their name for an automatic search. If you're dealing with a new customer, click the plus icon, then click to add a new row, then enter the customer's information. Fields marked with a red asterisk are mandatory and must be filled out. Once all information is entered, click Submit. Next, go back to the customer option, and you'll see the new customer's name added at the end of the list. Alternatively, you can find it by typing their name for an automatic search. If multiple customers share the same activity, you can add more than one customer by simply clicking their names from the customer list. Next, specify the property owner from the previous list of owners by scrolling manually or simply type the name for automatic search. If you're dealing with a new owner, use the same method as adding a new customer to add them to the list of owners. Next, go back to the owner option and enter the name of the newly added owner. If there are multiple owners for the same property, you can add all their names. Next, add the property photos by clicking the Choose Files button. Select the desired files, and click Open to upload them successfully. Then, specify the exact location of the property by either manually entering the precise coordinates Alternatively, by clicking on the map icon, you can choose between map or satellite view, locate the property, and double-click to specify its position. Then, return to finalize your selection. After that, determine the property area and choose the unit of measurement from the units list. Then select the number of rooms and bathrooms. Next, add the property features by selecting from the existing options, or add new features in the same way as you did when selecting the property category or type. For example, you can specify if the property is located near a hospital. Once you're finished, click Submit. Then, return to the Features option to select and add all desired features. You are able to add more than one feature. Then, add the floor number and room number, if applicable, or leave them blank if not. Next, select the transaction price related to the activity, and then choose the commission type, either as a percentage or a fixed amount. If you select percentage, simply enter the percentage, and the commission field will autofill. When selecting a fixed amount, you can specify it by clicking on the commission field and entering the desired amount. The operation date can be specified by clicking on the date field and selecting a date from the calendar that appears. For the notes field, you can enter any other important information or remarks, such as done. Once all the information is filled in, the final step is to click Submit to save the details. You can search for the activity using any of the listed information, like this. Here, you can observe the transaction featured in this video. It can be easily identified using one of the relevant pieces of information associated with it. Double-click on it to reveal all the details, as shown here. You can also share the activity details, such as a sales offer, by clicking the WhatsApp button or selecting any other sharing application. The recipient will see the shared offer, including all relevant details, as shown below. Don't forget to watch video number 2, explanation of the client's page in Aqar 7, and how to add and edit their information.